being a welcome board, please rise for the pledge of allegiance to the United States.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't prepared to do this, but
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Dave.
as I'm sure many of you are aware, we lost Roy McGee last week due to complications that he had. Roy was a 50-year active member of the Ingram Volunteer Fire Department, very proud member. Was our president, served as chief, assistant chief, and held just about every office in the fire department. So I just wanted to bring that up. As with many, Roy was very upset and disappointed with the outcome of how things went, but it is what it is.
And he was an employee of the Borough of Ingram, and I condolence his family, so we have a moment of silence for him before the meeting. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Nugent.
Here.
Mr. Bennett.
Here.
Mr. Butler.
Yeah.
Mr. Chesnut.
Here.
Ms. Dixon. Here. Mr. Ellis.
Here.
Mrs. Wilford. Here. Mayor Stetser. Solicitor Doyle.
Here.
Okay, do we have any requests for citizens to be heard today? Okay. Engineers report, Mr. Minsterman.
Very simple tonight, Mr. President. We're just beginning to work on the 2017 operation and maintenance compliance issues in your operation and maintenance plan, televising point repairs, beginning to develop those contracts for next year. And that's all.
Okay, not much going on with the sewers at this time.
No, slowing down a bit.
Okay. Any questions for the engineer? Thank you, Rick. Committee reports, highways, health and sanitation, Mr. Bucks.
Thank you, Mr. President. I did have a meeting this month, but my committee was not able to attend, and neither was the Public Works foreman, which is very unusual that they all could not make it. So it was the engineer, myself, Mrs. Stecco. We kind of hung out a little bit, talked about mostly the O&M plan, a little bit about a demolition, potential demolition of a house, and that's really all we talked about. So I really don't have a report. I do have two motions tonight. Also, we won't have a meeting this month because of the holidays. We'll pick it back up at the beginning of January. We'll start to finalize our road plan. Will be the priority, so we can get the bid specs out as soon as possible, get the best price we can get. My two motions, the first one is a motion to approve an expenditure to Shaycog in the amount of $13,764.89 for year 5 of the O&M point repair contract as per the engineer's letter of November 17th, 2016.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded by Ms. Dixon. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
Mr. Butler.
Yes.
Mr. Chesnut.
Yes.
Ms. Dixon. Yes. Mr. Ellis.
Yes.
Mrs. Wilford. Yes. Mr. Nugent.
Yes.
And my second motion is a motion to authorize an expenditure to Ryan Automotive for the purchase of tires on state contract as follows. 4 tires for the Public Works pickup truck, $635.60, and 6 tires for the Public Works dump truck, $900.60.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded by Ms. Dixon. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
Mr. Butler.
Yes.
Mr. Chesnut.
Yes.
Ms. Dixon. Yes. Mr. Ellis.
Yes.
Mrs. Wilford. Yes. Mr. Nugent.
Yes.
That's all I have. Very quiet time of the year, so.
That's good. Everything's good with the plows and the salt. I know we had some problems with the leaf collection, but that's all ironed out now.
Yes.
Okay, any questions for highways, health and sanitation? Thank you, Greg. Parks and Recreation, Mr. Chesnut.
Thank you, Mr. President. First of all, I'd like to thank all the volunteers for this year. I know I missed a couple meetings for like Ingram Days, after Ingram Days, so I want to make sure I thank everyone for all their hard work and support. And then lately, we just did the painting and the ornament and the Christmas light up, so Samantha and Ricky and Sharon and Karen, thanks for all your hard work on that and getting it together so soon. I haven't been able to spend too much time on that stuff, so I really appreciate your help. Happy New Year to everyone, and Merry Christmas and all that fun stuff.
Okay. Any questions for Parks and Recreation? Thank you, Joe. Police and Fire, Ms. Dixon.
Thank you, Mr. President. The report today is that we finally are able to talk about the collective bargaining agreement with the police department. That's going to be a 5-year contract. And we have a motion tonight to adopt resolution number 7 of 2016, authorizing the filing in the court of common pleas of the joint consent petition to approve the distribution of assets of the Ingram Volunteer Fire Department, Ingram Relief Association, and Ingram Firemen's Association, and the entry into the mutual release with such entities.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded by Mr. Chesnut. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Mr. Chesnut?
Yes.
Ms. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Ellis?
Yes.
Mrs. Wilford?
Yes.
Mr. Nucci?
Yes.
And the motion to adopt resolution number 8 of 2016, adopting the collective bargaining agreement by and between the Borough of Ingram and the Ingram Borough Police Association.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded by Mr. Chesnut. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Mr. Chesnut?
Yes.
Ms. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Ellis?
Yes.
Mrs. Wilford?
Yes.
Mr. Nucci?
Yes.
And I want to thank my committee for all their hard work on both of those resolutions and work of Mr. Nucci, especially on the resolution number 7. Also, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everybody, and hopefully we'll have a better New Year.
Okay, any questions for Police and Fire? Thank you, Karen. Finance, Mrs. Wilford.
Thank you. I'd like to just, first of all, thank everybody for help with Light Up Night and our painting activities we did for the kids this month and last month. So without risking forgetting anybody, just thanks everybody that was involved. And then I have quite a few motions ahead, so I'm going to keep that part of it short. First, I have a motion to pay the expenses for the month of December 2016 as follows. The general fund, $9,469.78. Fire protection fund, $86.58. The recreation fund, $312.02. The sanitary sewer fund, $127,857.28. And the liquid fuels fund, $3,177.94.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded by Mr. Chesnut. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Mr. Chesnut?
Yes.
Ms. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Ellis?
Yes.
Mrs. Wilford?
Yes.
Mr. Nucci?
Yes.
Motion to ratify the payment of the November 23rd, 2016 payroll in the amount of $23,751.72 and the December 8th, 2016 payroll in the amount of $24,708.32.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded by Mr. Chesnut. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Mr. Chesnut?
Yes.
Ms. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Ellis?
Yes.
Mrs. Wilford?
Yes.
Mr. Nucci?
Yes.
Motion to ratify the payment of expenses on November 29th, 2016 as follows. The general fund, $38,189.80. The fire protection fund, $9.56. The recreation fund, $156.72. Liquid fuels fund, $1,822. And payroll fund is $1,861.32.
Motion's been made and seconded by Mr. Chesnut. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Mr. Chesnut?
Yes.
Ms. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Ellis?
Yes.
Mrs. Wilford?
Yes.
Mr. Nucci?
Yes.
A motion to ratify the payment of expenses on December 7th, 2016 as follows. The general fund, $306.94, and payroll fund, $2,432.89.
Motion been made and seconded by Mr. Chesnut. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Mr. Chesnut?
Yes.
Ms. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Ellis?
Yes.
Mrs. Wilford?
Yes.
Mr. Nucci?
Yes.
A motion to adopt the 2017 budget as follows. The general fund, $1,668,400. The recreation fund, $65,283. The liquid fuels fund, $113,576. The sanitary sewer fund, $1,160,166. And the capital improvement fund, $1,013,353.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded by Mr. Chesnut. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Mr. Chesnut?
Yes.
Ms. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Ellis?
Yes.
Mrs. Wilford?
Yes.
Mr. Nucci?
Yes.
A motion to approve the 2017 salaries of all borough employees as presented on attachment 1, which will be made part of the December 12th, 2016 minutes.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded by Mr. Chesno. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Mr. Chesno?
Yes.
Ms. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Ellis?
Yes.
Mrs. Wolford?
Yes.
Mr. Nucci?
Yes.
A motion to adopt ordinance number 6 of 2016, setting the 2017 real estate tax millage as follows. The general fund 5.7 mils and the recreation fund 0.2 mils for a total tax millage of 5.9 mils. This represents a 0.2 mils decrease from the 2016 rate.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded by Mr. Chesno. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
For decreasing taxes?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yes.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Mr. Chesno?
Yes.
Ms. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Ellis?
Yes.
Mrs. Wolford?
Yes.
Mr. Nucci?
Yes.
And a motion to transfer the following amounts from the general fund to the capital improvement fund as follows. $7,500 for future bridge repairs, $20,000 towards a future police car, $2,000 to future boiler replacement, $2,500 to future roof replacement, $20,000 to future road repairs, $20,000 to future public works vehicles, and $10,000 to future window replacement.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded by Mr. Chesno. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Mr. Chesno?
Yes.
Ms. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Ellis?
Yes.
Mrs. Wolford?
Yes.
Mr. Nucci?
Yes.
And I need that.
Fantastic. And, any questions for finance? Thank you to Debbie, you, the committee, for holding the line on spending and allow us to, decrease the millage rate for this year. Building and zoning, Mr. Bennett.
Have a motion, sir, to accept the resignation of Dave Morgan as code enforcement officer effective November 30th, 2016.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded by Mrs. Wolford. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes.
Nothing else, sir.
Any questions for building and zoning, code enforcement? Thank you, Dawn. General government, Mr. Ellis.
I have one motion to advertise the regular meeting for council in the second Monday of each month at 6:30 PM, and a pre-council meeting on the Thursday prior to the regular meeting at 6:30 PM.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded by Ms. Dixon. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Mr. Chesno?
Yes.
Ms. Dixon? Yes. Mr. Ellis?
Yes.
Mrs. Wolford?
Yes.
Mr. Nucci?
Yes. Anything else, Jerry?
Nope.
Any questions for general government? We'll get together about that camera thing. Let me know when you might be available, and Karen and I each year, and we'll get together, we'll discuss that. Thank you, Jerry. Mayor's report, Mayor Stetz.
Thank you, Mr. President. We had 199 calls last month and received a check for $1,199.86. And I'd like to also thank everybody who came to help light up night and paint. It really is a wonderful night for the community. And I also want to say, we are going to be doing the Ingram Borough Military Banners program, and I have a sample for everybody to see. So look for it on the internet, on our website, hopefully next week.
And that's the one people get
This
to
is
keep,
the one
correct?
people are going to actually keep. And then this is what is going to go up on the flagpoles. So I'm really excited about this. And the lady who does the program, it was from Ingram originally. So she is really excited because this is a picture of her dad. So she just can't wait to do this. So very excited.
So more information will be forthcoming.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the form, we're posting the form online, right?
Yeah, the form will be online. It will actually have, on our website, we'll have a link to the Banners program, right to our site, and then you can download the form from there and go from there.
Is there anything else? Any questions
Thank
from
you
the mayor?
very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Mayor. Solicitor's report, Secretary's report, Mrs. Stecker.
Thank you. Today I finalized the paperwork for our new insurance health carrier, and we should all be receiving our new cards within 10 days. And our public officials and employment practices insurance policy expires on February 1st, and I'm working on obtaining a quote for this. That's all I have.
Okay. Any questions for the secretary? Thank you. Debbie, solicitor's report, Mr. Gardner.
No report this evening.
Any questions for the solicitor? Thank you, Bob, President's report. Nothing that hasn't already been said. Any questions? Any old business or new business?
I got something here I forgot about. Do we need to make a motion for Logitech to do our taxes again this year?
Oh, for the billing?
Yeah,
she's asking us to.
Do we need to make a motion for that, or is that?
Oh, did you get a copy? And that's the place we had last year, correct?
Yeah.
I didn't see any issue with that.
I didn't know if I had a.
Well, how does it compare price-wise to last year's?
He did it
it's,
last year.
yeah, he did it last year, everything was fine.
No, I'm saying, going forward, is there any increase?
I don't have the copy with me, but it's the same, it's basically the same, I believe, and I have to put it in by the 16th.
Okay.
I think that's about what it was last year, it might be a
Yeah.
off or something, and download, I think the download was, we were on the same too.
I didn't have any issues with this. I do though with the Georgia Tax Service, like in